Prepare ye the way of great musicals. Prepare ye the way for great musicals. Hello, I'm John Kenrick of musicals101.com. You know, when you spend a lifetime loving classic stage and screen musicals and talking about them and writing about them as I do, there are times when, as Angela Lansbury said in Jerry Herman's Dear World, you're apt to feel a little out of place. Like a voice crying in the wilderness. In this case, the wilderness is a suburban park about 20 minutes outside of Manhattan, but bear with me, I'll explain. When I see horrible new musicals making it to Broadway at millions of dollars of expense, when I see critics praising mediocrity when you'd think they should know better, when I see audiences standing and cheering because they paid $150 a ticket and darn it, they're going to love it. And worst of all, when I see my students praising mediocrity, thinking that screaming is better than singing, and that noise beats melody, and that obscenity is humor. At times like that, it's hard not to give up hope, look for a new passion, and admit, as many others have, that the musical is effectively dead and buried. But then there are other times when I see a great revival or concert staging of a classic musical that reminds audiences what they've been missing. When I see a fantastic new musical like A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder fill a theater with so much wit and intelligence and melody that it brings an audience cheering to its feet. When I see critics actually recognizing quality again. When I see my students moved by a classic performance clip, or best of all, when they take part in a production of a classic musical and come to me as one did last year with tears in her eyes saying, I didn't know musicals could be like this. At times like that, it's suddenly not so lonely out here in the wilderness. And I remember that every Broadway season brings more flops than hits, that great shows have never been thick on the ground, no matter what anyone tells you. It's always been a hard thing to find a great new show. And I consider the incredible, ongoing, nonstop parade of talent that I see both on Broadway stages and in my classrooms. New writers, producers, and of course performers ready to breathe new life into the musical theater. At times like that, I can keep hope alive, and suddenly the wilderness doesn't seem quite so far from Broadway. This is John Kenrick from musicals101.com. Thanks for listening.